Welcome back to Brompton Farm. It is April and the rain has started falling, which is slightly annoying because yesterday all of our equipment arrived. We've got some nice bits and pieces. So we've got a this is actually a piece of kit that wasn't at the farm sale that I've since picked up. It's a Pottinger Synchro 3020. Really happy with this little cultivator. This is more so that I can go and do some contracts and things, which I'll talk about later, because we've got a situation really. You can see we've only got £4,000 left, so we need to get some money in fairly quickly. We got the New Holland Discbine mower, which will be is going to be really useful to us. New Holland D800 baler, the Pottinger top 612C windrower, and the Vicon 604 Phoenix tether. So this is our grass setup mostly. We're actually probably going to be using the baler more for straw than grass, but yeah, it's quite a good little setup that for us. Over this way, this is what we're going to be using for the grass, is the Class Quantum 3800K is forage wagon, so we're using that to pick up grass. The Joskin Betamax, this is our animal trailer. So this should do us quite well. We've got the Marston Ace trailer for carting, and then we've got the Marston Bale trailer as well, for moving stuff about, which should be quite good. Then over here we picked up the Amazon UF 1201. We didn't pick up the front tank. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough money to get the front tank as well, but managed to pick up this bit. And somebody else was very interested in the front tank. And then the Combeliner Sierra 4000 seeder. We got to do our the seeding. This was actually the cheapest seeder there. It's a slightly older one, but the nice thing about it is you can direct seed with it, so we don't actually need a cultivator for our seeder, and yeah, it's a 4-meter one as well, so when we're doing jobs with it, we should do quite well, which is quite nice. And then we managed to pick up the bucket for telehandler, a set of forks, and a bale spike as well. And that's to go on our telehandler. We've got a JC, by pure chance, we got a JCB farm here. We got the Lodal, the 525/67 Lodal, and the JCB Fast Track 150 is the main tractor we're going to be using on here. I would have liked the Massey. It was way too attractive to most people. It was older and had more hours on it, but it had and was going cheaper, and I think that just bumped its price up quite a bit. And the Fast Track in the end went for slightly lower than it was listed for, so yeah, I grabbed the Fast Track, which is quite useful for us, and fairly good. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this farm setup. It's good. We've got well, the one thing we're missing from that really is any kind of water trailer. We actually need a liquid Bowser for the farm, so I've managed to source one of those. We're going to go and pick that up later. And we're going to head down to the shop now, because I've ordered some other bits and pieces for the farm, and we need to get those back up here, and need to get those going, because I want to get we're going to go and jump in the land in a moment and run over here, and actually there's a barbed wire fence. I'm not hopping that. Let's go around the front. There we go. Which end? Still getting used to some of this. It's the other end. There we go. And close that. Don't want to leave that open. I want to get these two running. We should make some decent money on a regular basis if I can get these two running. So I've got some manure that I've purchased for here, and we need the water bowser. So yeah, we're going to be doing that today. And it would happen that I get hold of all of my equipment. It finally arrives, and we can't do anything because the rain is falling. So yeah, let's head down to the shop. We've got no trailer on this, so we've got a trailer waiting for us down there, and we've got some supplies as well, and we should be able to start getting stuff running as a result. So let's hop in, and I'm gonna head down the shop, coming across the bridge and into town. And yeah, something that strikes me is just how grand Attingham Park is, all behind those big gates there. We are heading to the shop just over here, or the shop actually is there, but everything is waiting for us in the back area of it. So we're gonna hop into here. There we go. And over here are the bits we've purchased. Now I think I'm gonna have to get this trailer into the shop to get it. Yeah, we need to get some bits off here, otherwise we're not going to be able to load this up, I don't think. It's quite a useful trailer, this. We'll be able to go and get some chickens with it. Let's take the cover off. So we should be able to get some chickens in this trailer. The shop does provide a little forklift. It doesn't look overly decent, or it looks like it's a little bit in disrepair, but we should be able to get this loaded with this. So the shop has this little forklift. It's a little bit battered and a little bit old, and yeah, it's an absolute pain to use, but I should be able to load up the bits we've got into the trailer with this. So down. At least it'll be easier at the other end. And it's a little bit hard to see things with this, but it should be good. We've got a pallet full of barley here and a pallet full of manure. The manure is there really to make it so that we can get started on the greenhouses and have those doing stuff. Whoa, this manure is quite heavy. I finally wrangled it into shape. And down and in. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. It's not meant for a lot of really heavy work, and those pallets do put a little bit of a strain on this. Maybe they can get something a little bit more sturdy. But it's worked. We're done. We're all loaded up. So I'm going to get the sides up on this, and let's strap that down. And strap that down. Yeah. There we go. So I was saying earlier, we've got a little bit of a cash flow problem on the farm. It is we're under £5,000 left in the kitty. We spent a little bit more on farm equipment than I was expecting to. I actually had to get a little bit more of a loan. We extended our loan with the bank a little bit to get everything that we needed, and now we are in a position where, you know, we've got monthly payments to make, so we need money coming in on a regular basis. Thankfully, the money that we have coming in from things like our greenhouses should be quite good. Take that off. And then we'll go and get the telehandler. That should keep things going quite nicely. Let's start her up. And should, you know, keep paying the bills. The monthly stuff is gonna be fairly steep for us, I think, initially. So I put a word out that I'm looking for contracting jobs. Obviously not much out there at the moment because we have we've got the problem of it's raining a lot, but on the plus side does mean that when this rain stops, people are going to be wanting some extra work done on their land to catch up. Right, let's just go get the sides of this trailer down. There we go, and we'll just unstrap these. And get these straps off. There we are. And we'll put these under storage. We've got storage space for this stuff over there. That lean-to should do us fairly well. So much easier with this telehandler. And then back this out of here, over here. So yeah, we've got this nice lean-to here that we should be able to store bits like seeds and bits like that in. So put the seeds in there for now, and we're gonna take the manure. I'm actually gonna put the manure into the bucket, so we're gonna take it off. Looks like the rain might be stopping. It's certainly lightening up at the moment. And I'm gonna take these bags of manure just straight over to the our greenhouses over this way, and get this into position so that we can do this. And then I can bring the bucket over here in a moment. We'll switch it out and get it done. So there we go. That can come over here. Back that out, and away we go. So switch this over, and we'll get that done. And then we're gonna go and have to take the fast track and head over and pick up this water bowser. It's somewhere in the industrial estate. So yeah, I basically found it on one of the local classified ads. It's a little bit old, but should serve our purposes here on the farm quite nicely. There we go. And yeah, everything I do on here pretty much is used and second hand at the moment. We definitely can't afford new equipment at the moment. Maybe one day we'll be able to get a 4220 fast track on here to work. But yeah, at the moment it's going to be our 150 for a while. And right, I'm going to go and start filling this, I think. There we go. Pallet is in. So we've got a nice 2,100 litres of manure, and that should then go straight in here. And the advantage we've got with this bucket is it should fill it straight up. Perfect. Not a huge amount, as I said. It's not very expensive for us to buy pallet manure like that, but that should eventually allow us to get started with these. And to finish off getting started with these, we need to go and find ourselves a water bowser. So we're headed into town at the moment. This is at the south west of the farm. And in here is just the biggest maze of houses and industrial areas and everything like that. I am trying to find my way. I think it's down here around to find this this industrial part where I bought this water bowser from. But as I said, this is, oh wow, this is just a housing estate. It's quite, as I said, it's quite a maze. It's where do you turn first? And so we're going to head back out and find a better way into here. It's somewhere over that away that I'm looking for. These people in these houses must be going, why is a tractor coming down here? Which is a good question, because this is not a good place to be. There we go. Right. Here we go. That is an industrial area, but not the one I'm looking for. What about down here? Let's try down here. This looks a bit more like it. So we've got some new housing developments and things down here, but down the back here, yeah, we've got the bakery where we can sell stuff to. There's an auto repair shop down here, and I think where we want is down the side of that. There's a dairy down there, who are the ones who are selling this Bowser. Lots of wood. Which is something that's going to become useful to us later, because I've got some trees that I want to chop down. I want to put some fruit trees in instead, I think. And then, is it down here? Yeah, this is the dairy down here. And there's our water Bowser right at the end. So, yeah. So this water Bowser, hopefully, I think also takes milk. So, it's going to be a way for us to eventually sell milk from our cows. We're not going to get that much milk, and certainly in the first year we shouldn't get any. It's going to take a while, obviously, for us to get milk processing at all. But there we go. Let's head round here and hook that up. Perfect. And yeah, for second hand, that's looking in pretty good nick. Not really seeing much rust or anything on it. It's all good. So we'll take this and we'll head back. Definitely the right one. That's exactly where they told me to come and pick it up from. So yeah, let's head back up to the farm, and we can actually get something on the farm moving, even if, yeah, we can't plant because all this rain. Back to the farm, and I need to get, oh wow, this is going to be a problem going forwards, because where we get the water from is just down here. So while this field isn't planted, it's fine. We can get at the pond fairly easily. I don't think, yeah, we're gonna have an issue getting at the pond once we actually plant this field. There's no access to it over here, so yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye on this. I don't really want to be driving over my crops all the time to refill the water Bowser. That will, considering that this at the moment is going to be my only arable field, so I want to try and avoid that. We should be able to back this into here though and pump some out. So we may have to put a water tank in on the farm. Let's get the pump going. There we go. Finally worked it out. Got it pumping out of here. Works fairly well for us, but as I said, we're in a position where if the gate was further along here, we'd be fine. It's and there's no gates or anything along here, so this field is gonna be a bit of a pain to get water out of for our cows later on. But we're all good at the moment. We can get in this field. There we go. Let's pull that out of the pond. I think I just wasn't deep enough into it initially. Right, and then close that gate because we are responsible farmers. There we are. And we'll head over and get water to our greenhouses. And then hopefully, as I said, in a couple of days, we might actually be able to get some stuff planted elsewhere on the farm when things dry out a bit. So bring this up alongside here. Open her up. And we'll get some water pumped into here and get this started, which should be a really good start. Let's close that gate. Brilliant. So yeah, that is moving forward. So we're going to leave this here today. We're nicely set up. We've got the farm beginning to move. Hopefully we're going to get some crops in the ground soon. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.